good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to another session of the journey to the tarot. Now, last week we ended up the talk with I I went through the flower of life and um, all all the things, the meaning, what it was found, and I promised to prepare a PowerPoint presentation, and I kept my promise, and I would like to share the PowerPoint presentation so I can show you the sorry, I just a sec. Where am I? Here we go. Okay. So I can show you um the the sacred geometry just briefly. And okay, let's see. I should be able to share um okay, slides and PDF. Um, okay. Ooh. Hello, Stace. Oopsie. Hmm. Okay. Here are. Here is the presentation. Okay. So, just a second. This is my cat. Mm, um. Okay. Forgot. Okay. Now. Okay. Sorry about that. Now let's see. Um. Okay. Uh. Oh. Hey. How can I send you now the? Hmm. Okay. Okay. I'm sending the presentation to. Um. Just a second. I'll close the audio. Actually, I can leave the microphone on. Hello, KWC. Thank you for joining while I send the presentation um, to Veronica. Mm, here it is. Just a second, sorry. Okay, now here we are. Apologies, everybody. Eh, no, I actually, okay, here we go. Okay, um, I, I hope you can see. mm, I hope you can see the presentation in this way. Okay, basically this one, this is this is the flower of life, that I talked about last week. And okay, perfect. And this is instead is the Metatron's cube, and the Metatron's cube has been obviously Metatron, everybody knows, has been named after the angel Metatron because is many is believed to have healing, to have healing power as well. And as you can see, a tri-dimensional it's a tri-dimensional figure made of 13 circles, and all circles are connected by lines that convert. My thing is to go with the hands because I think that the cursor is too big, and that then all lines then converts at the center. If you look at it, I don't know how well you can see it, actually. um, and mm, and each circle symbolizes an aspect. It said an aspect of reality, um, and an aspect of reality, and each circle makes of the Metatron cube not only a representation of reality, but also a representation of the cosmos. And then I would like to show you if the thing goes away. Let's see. No, no, what? This is okay. This is the flower of life instead. As you can see, you know, it's literally it's literally all flowers here, and everything generates from this this main sacred geometry figure. The first, as I said last week, the first one was found in the temple of Osiris. I checked the pronunciation in Egypt, uh, but it has been found in every country all over the world. And then we have this is the the seed. This is instead is the symbol I was telling you about, that the one that has been found in the cathedral of Saint Magnus in Kirkwall in Scotland. And instead this is the seed of life, not the circle of life. This one is the seed of life, and this is basically is the stone coffin. It is thought to be a symbol used by the knights, the Templar knights or crusaders. And if you check, the cathedral is called Saint Magnus, and is located in Kirkwall. Last week I couldn't remember the name. I'm sorry. Um, and then this is the seed of life. And if you notice, see at the center, the flower is the same as this symbol here, and is the same as the one I showed you in the from the the seer tarot of the seer of light tarot deck, the one that um no, they are not mandalas. They are not mandalas, stays. They are not. Um, the way they are drawn. They are not mandalas. Mandalas are different. Maybe mandalas are in the end, because if you think the mandala could be exactly, like this one, and maybe like the flower, like the flower of life. um mm, just maybe, um I see, just maybe they are adapted to, the Hindu religion. But sacred geometry is, and as I was saying last week, there's a completely, uh, a world down there, between, sacred geometry and numbers as well. um, it can be found, sacred geometry and nature, um, can be found anywhere. There's a really a strong link between the psychogeometry and ourselves, um, our cellular structures, the DNA. As I was saying last week, um, I also found I got till of course the if you think about um, you go to till Leonardo da Vinci with the Vitruvian Man and the fee. And by the way, I found out what that fraction on the card means, more or less, and it's the symbol of the fee. The zero bar is the symbol of the fee. And there's another word there. There's another word which we don't know. We don't need to get into. I'm interested, and I will explore that by myself. And 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 this is the Merkaba instead. And as you can see, I mean, the Merkaba. If you look at behind the highlighted lines of the Merkaba, there's the Metatron cube. All these sacred geometry figures included the five Platonic solids. They are all come from the circle of life, because this is all it's all the circle of life in including the tree of life. And so uh, and this is okay. This is what I wanted to show you, um, which I found uh, um, interested. We can take, if it's possible, to take the presentation down. Thank you. Um, this is what I wanted to show you, just to put an images um, to what I was saying, what I was talking about uh, last last week. And then this week, as I said last week, I I would like to go back to the the major the major arcana. And um, the reason the reason is to recap recap a little bit, um, what the major arcana um, mean. Maybe go through the meaning of um, half of them, um, and see how their meaning. We can basically, I would like to find in their meaning the the parts, the all the different the different subjects, topics I have explored till now. And um, and again, and also reminding that um, the importance of the major arcana in in a tarot deck, especially with regard to when they appear in the reading, and also how, you know each of them represents um, a journey that we do in mm, in our not only day to day life, but also in our spiritual, most importantly in our spiritual life, and how we can get the guidance that we need, because this is in my experience with the tarot has been, with me for me has been always um, very raw, but in a, in a positive way, and also in a not so positive way, because the tarot, with the exception of the major arcana, um, they are very earthly. They are very earthly. So, and when you the tarot is used for a reading, you can be sure that um, that you get the the guidance or the information that you need, um, as opposed um, to uh, an oracle deck, because I used to read and to use uh, both of them, oracle, using an oracle deck, and then I'm talking about them more than 10 years ago, and then using the tarot as well. um, and I could see the difference when I was, when I was reading, when I was doing a reading among, between the oracle deck and the tarot, and that was also the reason why I back then I bought different different tarot deck, because for those who still today, for those today that still use a tarot deck for readings, I guess that they can feel the difference, the energy of of a deck, and the different energy of the other. For me, it was it was like it was like this. I think I told you already, when the first Rider Waite deck I bought, I couldn't use it. I couldn't use it. I left it there, and then I bought. Then I got another one which has really a nice um, a nice energy. So this especially when we work, working with energies, and being sensitive to energies, um, the imagery as well. For me, the imagery of a deck, um, whether it's a tarot deck or an oracle deck card, for me is very important. Um, I have been saying like for months and months that I want to buy a new oracle card deck, but it's just because I can't find one that has the imagery is something that really um, uh, draws me. Okay, now enough waffling. Um, when uh, the first, um, the first, I think the first and the second talk. I remember when I was talking about the major arcana. I remember um, I remember saying to you that the major arcana tend to be divided into two, like um, counting from the full till the wheel of fortune. There's a tendency to see, um, it's nearly like this major arcana talks about, tell us about our self development. So they tell us about our inner world, our ourselves. And then from the 11th, from justice till the last one, the world. It's more a journey, our journey in the outer world. So in the everyday life. And um, and with regard to the major arcana, the numbers you know, are important as well. Um, there's an emphasis on, the fact that they have been used the Roman numbers for not only for the manager arcana, but especially in the Rider Waite. Um, and then even if the fool is a number zero, in the end is is counted in, and um, and that's why, um, the major arcana are counted as 22 instead of 25. But mm, let's see. Okay, we know already that the association. Hello, Lindsay. Um, oh, Lindsay, I'm sorry. I'm not doing readings this evening. Um, I don't know if there's someone else doing readings after me. Um, but for sure, there's gonna be someone else either after me or tomorrow, Lindsay. Okay, and okay, starting from the number of the fool is number 0. Um, okay, Lindsay. Tomorrow there are readings at 5 o'clock um, with Anita. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, um, okay, it's number 0. So there's no number. Um, um, and the number 0 could have also different meanings. Um, could could be because it's a circle, could be the same as the word, the number of um, either of completion or starting something new. um, and because it has no number, could contain all numbers at the same time. But this is, you know again, with numerology. I'm just giving you here the basics. um, so the symbolizes the infinite possibilities that and potential that a person might have. And even when we look at the the imagery, um, the fool represents the innocence, um, the joy, freedom, um, the free spirits that jump in jumps in a situation. As you can see, the yellow in the card is a very positive and uplifting color. The mountains at the back, they are at the back. They are not. They don't give. In this deck, they are like blue. They don't give an impression that they are going to be an obstacles, because they are behind him. um, you know and he's standing on a cliff, and being ready for his journey. The only thing is that jumping, he doesn't know what is expecting him, basically. Um, it's all ready. He has only a small baggage here, so completely. Um, the fool could could be could have a lot of meanings in a reading, and could be also applied at a life or someone's life situation where they get back to the full mindset, without any care. They have shared all their, their baggage. They are ready to start. They are ready for a fresh start. They are ready to start anew. So um, it's not all mm, can cannot only be applied to someone who is young, or is starting. um, could be also, you know uh, the journey to come back to the full mindset, uh, which in it it's um it's not, it's not easy. Could be also be seen as our self development, and we get finally to the point where we shed our own um, belief uh, belief system, what society, culture, school, um, expectations from others made of us. And then finally, when we do our journey of self discovery, of self development, of for example, integrating our shadow parts, recognizing what um, is not ours to carry, um, get back to our true self, to be our authentic self. That's what also the fool can represent um, in a reading. And um, and then, the fool also has the number zero, because it's um, because everything is possible. And this might represent a person who is always ready, uh, you know to jump in, uh, doesn't get um, stuck, in fear. So it's always ready to go. um, um, and it's uh, we can see the fool always in movement. um, even the representation, it's always ready, uh, ready to walk as opposed to the other major arcana that seem, well, not all of them actually, not all of them, because we have Death, which is on a horse, and mm, yeah, except for that one, yeah. The others have more, their stance, their posture is more like, um they are they are where they are. But anyway, they have other, they have other um abilities, they have other skills, and so it's not, um it's just it's just the first card. um there's there's with the Fool we have movement, we have constant change. Is not this is not, as I said before, just said, is not scared of change. Is not scared to jump in. Is not hold back by anything, especially, by fear of the unknown. Um, um, and it's always ready to to move to move forward. um, and also, because of his it's, the innocence, the also the other qualities, that the fool represents. um, for example, it's the spontaneous, is joyful. You have a honest person with, so it's always mm, well well received by other. um, um, and the fact that there's nature around him, um, means also that, uh, mm, it's also supported by, um, the force of nature. um, the dog here, the small white dog, um, um, represents, the animal kingdom. um, yeah, the animal kingdom. um, the white rose. um, okay. The white rose represents, um, is also a symbol that represents, his purity, but it's it's his purity, um, at um, it's someone's purity at a higher vibration, at a higher frequency. um, and and again, he carry his baggage with him, and because it's, you know the beginning of this journey, he has experience, but not a lot of it, not a lot of experience, and nevertheless is not scared um, to move, to jump into something, and carries his experience in his bag, even if he could be a novice, but anyway brings what he knows with him. Um, so is willing to offer um, his, as literary as it is, his knowledge and um, expertise. Um, mm, and I think there's also just a second, sorry. There's also a drawing on the back, on the bag, of um, that he carries, which I can't see. I was trying to see what is the symbol on the small bag here, but you know I can't see it. And um, yeah, that's mainly what how this is can be um, mm, interpreted. Um, but again, let's you know not forget the um, that we can that it's possible to get more information from you know mm, from what it has been seen in this particular card. That there are, yes, maybe the way he's dressed um, might tell us, if we look at um, mm, because at times it's something that is really is different, is difficult, sorry, it's difficult um, to catch it, but at times there are figures on even on other tarot deck or oracle cards. They wear beautiful dresses, and the pattern of the dress could be the solar system, or it's about, they wear symbols, and those have a meaning as well, and they can give a contribution to the reading too. And I'm also referring to oracle cards here. Um, and then um, we have the magician, and the magician the card is a card number one. As you know, uh, and the magician uh, is basically the represents the the figure of the alchemist, and the one who can can has all he has all the tools to manifest what he wants, to um, transmute energy, and is is connected to to the higher consciousness, and at the same time is connected uh, to the earth, to the energy of the earth. And we can see that the magician has on his head the infinity symbol, and that one tells us as well. His talk tell us as well about the his ability uh, to connect um, to connect to um, the higher consciousness, and basically uh, transmuting, bringing that energy from the higher consciousness in this dimension. Um, we find on the magician card all suits are present, and as I said before, that means that it means that he has all he needs um, to do, for his work to manifest, and to transmute energy. Um, and then it could it could be said that sorry, could be said that the magician, he represents the consciousness in action, and in action and creation. Mm, um, Again, he's the trickster. He is the one that can manifest without any issue. Um, um, the the magician is surrounded by flowers as well. Nature is very present, and not only in his deck. He's surrounded um, by flowers, and these flowers remind us that um, mm, reminds us that the ability that we have to create, um, the power that we have to create has, you know um, has happens here, even if we uh, we know, obviously we connect with an higher vibration, but that higher vibration then is manifested in the 3D dimension. So that's why the flowers are there. That's why the flowers are present, and um, the stance, again, the stance to me, as always, I've always had the impression that, you know, this hand, with this hand, he connects to the higher dimensions, and this one is the where, you know, he brings the energy to from the higher dimensions to the 3D. Um, um, so basically, the creative energy of the universe um, has to be being directed here, and that's what his stance represent represents. Um, um, mm, what else? Um, what else? Um, and yes, mm, he points the ones towards mm, the you know uh, towards the energy of the universe, but then the energy has to uh, be in, and that's, if you see, um, he has the hand here, and his finger points towards the ground. Um, so the energy has to be grounded in the 3D, um, in the 3D world. Um, mm, so when we connect, to the energy, we create a flow. We receive the energy, but also we have to allow this energy to flow through us. That's basically what, um, the figure, the stance of um, the magician tell us to. Because if we receive the energy, and we don't let the energy, there's only an input of energy and there's no an output on energy, we create a blockage. So uh, that's why this stance, the stance, the posture in the card also, what one wants to tell us. Um, um, the magician is the archetype of the hero, and is it's like, um, mm, the figure of Prometheus that brought the fire to humanity, and and this is um, how we can, um, obviously, the presence of all suits tell us also, because the suits also represents the elementals, and they obviously, given that the magician is able to um, transmute energy, and he can also, uh, let's say, manipulate the the energy that comes from nature, not only the energy from higher vibrations, from higher dimensions, but also the energy um, in uh, in 3D. Um, yes, um, and there's this sacredness to what he does, um, because if you observe how the way he's dressed, and the way he's dressed make us, um, to me, make me think like um, a sacred priest, you know, um, of a temple, or um, and the colors as well, um, the colors red and the colors white. Um, Again, if we want to give an interpretation to the color, we want to feel into the color. The background is yellow, so um, very energizing. We know that um, there's power, there's energy there. Um, mm, the white and the yellow, it's a mix between the purity of white and the earthiness of the red color, and that's what reflects perfectly what the magician does. Okay. Oh, it's already uh, it's 5 past 9. I would like only to go quickly through, no, this one. The high priestess takes more time. This one, it's a major arcana who, which I would like to spend a little bit of time, because there's a lot to say about the high priestess. Um, okay, so um, thank you very much for being with me this evening, and sorry about the glitch with the presentation. I thought I could have been able to share it from my side. Um, okay, so I'll see you. I'll see you on Saturday for the mini readings, and then on you're welcome, Stace. Thank you to you for being here. And then next Monday, I try to be a little bit quicker with the other major arcana. Next Monday, to go through another few meanings. It's in a little bit different way. I'm trying to do things a little bit differently. So have a nice rest of the week, and I'll see you all either on Saturday evening or next Monday. Thank you to Veronica Jenkins for giving me the opportunity to to do this. And thank you to Universal Spiritualism. And see you all on the. Thank you, Veronica, for being the admin this evening, and see you all on Saturday evening. Take care. Have a nice rest of the week.